Okay, this video is the answer key to the multiplying and dividing rational numbers section of your test. Let's go ahead and go through these together. Number one, 4.5 times negative 6.2. The thing I was testing here was not the skill of being able to multiply or divide decimals or fractions. That's something that you should already know. The skill I was testing was whether you know how to put the appropriate sign with your answer. Okay, but some of you still did the multiplication or division incorrectly. So we're going to go through each of these. 4.5 times a negative 6.2, the answer would be negative. Anytime you multiply a positive with a negative, your answer is always negative. And that's just a rule that you need to have memorized. Okay, now when we multiply these two together, when you multiply, you don't necessarily have to line up the decimals. They do happen to line up in this case. 5 times 2 is 10. 5 times 6 is 30 plus 1 is 31. Add a 0. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 6 is 24. And now we just add. And then because there were two answers to the right of the decimal in our problem, there has to be two answers to the right of the decimal in our answer. So negative 27.90. Okay, the next one is a division problem. Negative 4.8 divided by negative 2.4. So our answer is going to be positive, and it's 4.8 divided by 2.4. Okay, and you can't divide by a decimal number, so we have to move this decimal one place to the right, which means we move this decimal one place to the right. This decimal comes straight up, and then 24 fits into 48 twice. So that one should have just been a 2. Okay, the next one, we are multiplying negative 2/5 with a positive 1/7. A negative times a positive is a negative, and when you multiply fractions, you don't need a common denominator. So you just do top times top, 2 times 1 is 2, bottom times bottom, 5 times 7 is 35. Okay, the next one, we are multiplying two mixed numbers together. We need to first change both of these to improper fractions. So 6 times 4 is 24 plus 1 is 25/6. And 5 times 3 is 15 plus 3 is 18/5. Okay, we're timesing both of these together. We know our answer is going to be positive, and 25 times by 18 is 450, and 6 times 5 is 30. And now we just need to simplify this. We can start with doing 10. 10 divided into both of these would be 45/3, and then 45 divided by 3 is 15. Okay, the next one, number 5. We're going to change this mixed number to an improper fraction. 6 times 1 is 6 plus 1 is 7/6. This one's negative. When you divide fractions, you change the division to multiplication, and then you flip the second fraction. So keep, change, flip. The 5/3 would become 3/5. And now you just multiply. Negative 7 times 3 is negative 21. 6 times 5 is 30. 3 divides into both of these. This would be negative 7/10. And then the last one, we need to change both of these into improper fractions. 5 times 3 is 15 plus 3 is 18/5. 10 times 2 is 20 plus 7 is 27/10. Okay, and we're dividing. And now we keep, change, flip. So 18/5 times by 10/27. Okay, and now we just do top times top over bottom times bottom. So 18 times 10 is 180. 27 times 5 is 130. And we just need to simplify. So 10 goes into both of those, so that would be 18/13. I'm sorry, I need to back up here a little bit. This would be 27 times 5 is 135. Sorry, sometimes math teachers make mistakes too. So that's not what this would end up being. If we did 5 into both of these, this would be 36 27ths, and then 9 can go into both of those. So 9 goes into 36 4 times, 9 goes into 27 3 times, so we end up with 4/3. Okay, sorry about that. 4/3. That would be our final answer. Okay, now at this point, I need you to do your extra practice before you retest.